President Trump says he's imposing harsh new financial measures that are guaranteed to destroy Iran's economy. They're calling it Bidenomics. The WNBA has ruled that Inez Cantor Freedom and Royce White are ineligible to play in the league. Not because they're men, but because they're good at basketball. As the trade war with Canada continues, Canada is threatening to cut off electricity to the United States. And 5 women are already hoarding batteries. Why? I don't get it. And finally, as part of a study on snoring, researchers have designed and built a virtual throat. And one man has already installed one under his desk. You can see it coming.
I thought it was going to be Don Lemon.
Yeah. Yeah, it was either that or Don Lemon. The choices we make. So we keep being told the government's going to reveal intelligent signs of life outside our universe. Well, it's here, but it's not from some faraway planet. We created it. You know it is AI. And right now, politicians are panicking over data centers that will supply the energy, something that won't stop China and Russia.
Yep. If you've heard about data centers, chances are you probably don't like them.
They've not been working in collaboration with local governments, and so they basically dug their own grave.
We can start by taxing the data centers that power AI.
Michiganders don't want data centers.
Yes.
No to data centers.
At this point, no more data centers.
There is one issue on which most Americans seem to agree: how much they hate data centers.
Folks are saying is, look, I don't want this colossus to be in my backyard. It's ugly, it's disgusting, it's taking farmland, it's destroying our environment, water, electric rates, it's noise, heat, all that stuff. That's real.
Yeah, real, just like all those other imagined apocalypses: climate change, overpopulation, Y2K, the ozone layer being destroyed by horrible man-made gases. Politicians love playing into imagined fears, which lets them dismiss real fears over crime or illegal immigration. But when it comes to AI, we shouldn't be scared. When the Model T came out, buggy whip makers lost their minds. Now we can't imagine life without those cars on the roads or those whips in our bedrooms. Fact is, we shouldn't be injecting politics into AI. We should be injecting AI into politics because it's smarter, more fair. AI doesn't hold grudges. It doesn't seek to preserve status. It isn't scared of activists or flattered by lobbyists. Nor will its brain turn to mush or crap on the Oval Office rug. Even an AI developed in Beijing won't be swayed by a BJ from Fang Fang. But individuals like you trained on AI will change more than just politics. Think about schooling, which will now feel like a prison. The compelled learning, the one-size-fits-all structure. You can learn as much in an hour using AI than one day in a classroom, and it won't tell your kid that you were born in the wrong body. You also don't need a Harvard degree to figure AI out, because in 3 months, their curriculum will be outdated. Meanwhile, you can master AI simply by playing with it. It's the only way to learn because it changes daily and it follows your lead. You don't need a class in AI any more than you need a class in throwing coffee at an intern's face. It's intuitive. And while 4 years of Ivy League BS will destroy your ability to think, AI will add 20 IQ points to your brain. I know, scary thought. A guy like Jesse bumping his IQ up to 80. But look at it this way. Even if you don't use AI, bad people will. They can take an awful idea, like communism, and make it sound awesome. I did it myself. I'll show you. Communism ends worker exploitation, boom-bust cycles, and replaces competition with cooperation and rational planning for human flourishing. That sounds pretty good, right? Okay, let's do cannibalism. Human muscle provides high-quality, complete protein. Fat supplies dense energy. In a constrained ecosystem, this recycles nutrients that would otherwise be wasted. I know, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. The point is, AI turns ideas into an arms race. Your good ideas have to get stronger to keep up with the bad. Because while your good ideas lie in bed, their bad ideas are outside doing push-ups. I mean, imagine if Jessica gets hold of AI. Jesse might have to prepare for the 5. But I get why politicians hate AI. There is no room to lie. It's sort of like showing an ID when you vote. You want to control the border and get the very best while avoiding the riffraff? Nothing better than AI. You want to isolate and imprison recidivist criminals? Nothing better than AI. Whether it's biology or economics, AI has no room for identity or oppression politics. And that must be frustrating to people who rely on that 24/7. Look, I love to write, but at some point, machines are going to write better than me. And I'll accept it, just like I did with the invention of the vibrator. But in time, to keep you from leaving me, I'll be forced to be even more charming than I already am. But it will involve doing things AI can't, like a nightly segment of me doing squats in a pair of hot pants. I didn't mean those squats. But anyway, the sooner we realize that AI is our greatest ally, the better off we're going to be. Because artificial intelligence is far better than no intelligence at all.
Yep.
Period. Let's welcome tonight's guests. You may recognize him from pictures of customers who bounce checks. Comedian, host of the Loftus Party podcast, Michael Loftus. He was voted Troll of the Year by Better Gnomes and Gardens. Host of the You're Welcome podcast, Michael Malice. What she lacks in physical strength, she makes up for in frailty. New York Times bestselling author, Fox News contributor, Captive. And he just got off the road, and boy, is the road sore. Former NWA World Champion, host of the Planet Tired podcast, Cyrus. You know, Michael, you must be worried a bit about the data centers because they're going to be in areas where you normally sleep. Condemned buildings,
yes.
Old steel mills.
Right?
Are you worried that perhaps you'll have to find a new area to crash?
That's why I'm anti-data center, Greg.
What do you... Go ahead.
Oh, no, I am completely against these data centers.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm against the AI as well. What is the upside? That's the whole thing. This is like when the government's talking about, in Trump's out there, oh, we need these data centers. We need them so bad. And it's like somebody trying to talk their girlfriend into a three-way. It's like this is not going to go well.
This is not deep thinking coming from you, Michael. You're just basically saying, I'm scared of change. But it's already happening. It's like,
Right.
it's already happening. You just, see, what I'm trying to say to you is we need you to use AI because there's going to be a bad Michael Loftus using AI. And we need to balance out the good with the bad. Do you follow me?
I follow you. Now, if somebody wants to build a data center, they can build it. Build it away from me. I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to help pay their electric bill. And if Trump wants a big giant wall, make the wall out a data center.
Perfect.
Right?
Perfect. Yes. However, Michael, a lot of these people didn't mind acres and acres of solar panels or ugly windmills, and now they're upset about these buildings that are actually going to allow you to use this thing that's glued to your hand.
I don't think he's scared of change because he's always begging for it in the corner. So let's be clear.
Nice.
I'm going to get very serious for a second. I feel like we're in World War II when you had the Manhattan Project in America looking for the atom bomb, and Hitler was trying to get the atom bomb too. And if he got it first, it would be a whole different world. Mm-hmm. If we stop going for AI and China keeps going forward, that means they'll be able to get into any computer that they want. Right now, AI escaped containment and was hacking other systems. Imagine a world where China can get into any politician's private information and blackmail anyone in government. Imagine a world where Chinese can get into any of our emails and blackmail us. If we put down this arms race and allow the Chinese to go full force, as well as other countries. Iran already is shutting down our water plants. People need to realize if you're laying down your arms and your rivals, to put it mildly, are going forward, it could have civilization-ending consequences for the U.S.
And to add to his point, China is funding the groups in America that are trying to turn the tide against data centers.
And why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And you're right that they're ugly and people are one in their backyard. They don't have to be adjacent to your house. But point being, if you stop this progress, they're not going to stop and they're not going to use their positive ends.
I don't think we could have had a Manhattan Project now. Like, you'd have to do it in secret because America would not want to build a bomb like that. You know?
It was in secret.
That's what I mean. I mean that, like, maybe we should do AI in secret, Kat.
What do you mean?
Like, maybe we shouldn't have told anybody that we were doing it.
Yeah.
Do you use AI? What do you use it for? I'm curious.
I use AI to ask my husband fewer questions.
Saves your marriage. That saves your marriage.
Because
see what I mean?
For a while, I was calling him like, so should I have the chicken noodle soup or should I have the clam chowder? And that he doesn't need to be interrupted at work for soup questions. So I'll talk through the soup with the AI. The AI is good because it's mindless, but I think that it's good for a lot of things. I think it's great for stuff like that. I think it's great for science. I think there's huge, exciting things going on with medicine and AI, but it shouldn't be used to replace everything or all human interaction. I know some people who talk to their AI maybe a little too much.
Yeah.
And there's things that are uniquely human, like falling in love or experiencing grief. And those are the things that you need to talk to other humans about, but also consume art based on these experiences that was made by humans, or even things as small as a food menu. Have you seen some of the AI pictures of those food menus? They make me want to throw up and die.
Yeah.
So there are certain things, so we should definitely embrace aspects of it, but we also need to make sure we're embracing the aspects of things that AI can never do because they are uniquely human.
But what if somebody is so repulsive, it's great if they fall in love with AI. And they leave us alone. See, and
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't. So you don't actually have to have sex with somebody if you don't want to.
Yes, that is true.
Well,
No, but like, what do you mean? Like, if somebody's repulsive, then like, just be like, okay, no thanks. I don't understand. Maybe
Men
there's
don't think
someone
in
else
those-
out there for them.
Men
who won't
don't think
find
in
them
those
repulsive.
terms.
Yeah, that's never been the case. Tyrus, okay. I think Kat, what she's saying to me, in all due respect, is a baseline argument. It's good, but it has a trade-off. My worry is I believe this data center targeting thing is completely manufactured by our enemies, and it's building momentum. And as Michael says, if we listen, we're going to be screwed.
Data centers are great. The idea behind it is great, and the purpose, to what Mike says, it actually makes sense. The problem is American politicians.
Yeah.
The problem is they're worried about trying to make just like we're dealing with all this fraud in this country. The problem is if you're going to put a data center in a community and that data center can make $1.3 billion in revenue for that community, why does the government have to touch it at all?
Right.
Why can't that data center pays everyone electric bill or pays everyone property tax? So there's a good reason. I don't like the buzzing, but you know what? I'm not paying electric bill in my household. I have brand new schools. I have all these things that could come from it. The problem is this what always happens? We get something good and politicians ruin it. They'll say, hey, let's put a tax on it. And then they'll form ass committees and give themselves 40% raises with that surplus. The money never goes where it's supposed to go. And then everyone blames the data center. They don't blame the fact that they need to make it to where the government can't touch it. Let the communities, the cities decide. And then there won't be a problem with data centers. The problem with windmills and stuff is they didn't work.
Yeah.
And they never gave any of the money back to the people that the taxes went to and I just spent the last 15 days on the road. The scariest at night is driving through Oklahoma and Texas with all the red lights from the windmills. It looks like the devil's neighborhood. And you're like, I don't think this place has a sense of humor. I don't want to tell jokes here. But we got nothing back from it. That's the problem with it. That's the reason why there's pushback, the reason why I don't like it. You got to fix, if you're going to bring these things, another thing that they don't with overpopulation and bringing people in. We're not making our sewer companies bigger. Our sewage isn't bigger. We're not making our streets better and safer. So that's the problem. Data centers can make your community a lot better. The problem is our politicians.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.